Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. Burst by him near the 35. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
Wilson forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near.
And, right away, he lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. From midfield now, there's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Emmanuel Ogbah. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. This is Gaskin on the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
L.J. Collier.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have recovered. And now look at him go. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll roll him out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
4 more yards.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
51 to Mike.
They run it with Carson. And some room to roam now. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in for from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And throw right side complete to Parker.
Complete.
11 more on that one and another first down.
11 on the play. First down, Miami.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 7.
Looking to pass. Tua. Man open left side. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And
throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going to throw right side here, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the play...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Tua gets this one into the hands of Williams. The 40, the 20, 10,
we got plenty of
and
fight,
all
baby.
the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can. And that's what he's done very well in this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, it's Tua. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He gets so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Gaskin, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up
on 2nd down, Tua, and this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Tagovailoa's pass. Complete to Mike Gesicki. A gain of 9. Brings up third.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Vincent Mayowa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
At the 5-yard line.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now Tua. Dancing to his left. is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Result of the play is a turnover on...
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own 39.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Reed on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Dolphins.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
The 17-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken